What's going on, guys? Firewolf Tech here, showing you guys the LG 27-inch UltraGear gaming monitor, specifically the 27GP950-B. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys all around this beautiful 144Hz monitor, so let's get it. First thing you're going to notice is that sphere lighting 2.0 in the back that looks fire, and how thin the display is. The 4K Nano IPS display looks amazing with the resolution of 3840 by 2160, which LG says features realistic, true color, clarity, and detail while delivering ultra-fast 1 millisecond response rates. So let's first dive into the unboxing experience of the LG 27-inch UltraGear. I appreciate how well LG packed this monitor, making it very easy to set up. Taking off the styrofoam paper reveals the beautiful 27-inch Nano IPS display, which is surprisingly light at 12.6 pounds. I love how thin the monitor is and feels very premium. The sphere lighting 2.0 looks very cool and complements the overall aesthetics. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what else we get inside the box. The first thing we're going to see is the bottom base over here with NVIDIA G-Sync, and what I love about this is that the screws have wingtips, which makes it very easy to install. And then we have the actual monitor base over here. It's very hefty, and I do like the black with the red accents inside. I think it looks really cool. Next, we're going to have the power brick. Now, this power brick is very large, but the benefit of that is that it allows the monitor to be very thin and not have to have a lot of cooling mechanisms. Here we have the US plug that plugs into the power brick. They give us a nice display port cable, an HDMI 2.1 cable, and you get a USB 3.0 upstream cable. Looking at the inputs, this 27GP950-B will get you a display port, 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, 1 USB upstream, and 2 USB downstream, which only outputs 0.8 amps of power, and you get a headphone out port. I love the future proofing with HDMI 2.1, letting me connect my PS5 and gaming PC while reserving my Mac Studio to DisplayPort. I wish the USB had a higher amp output to power my soundbar, since this sadly does not have built-in speakers. Alright, so let's go ahead and install the OEM base. So what I love about this is that the bottom feet has 2 screws with wingtips on them, which means that you don't really need any tools to install this. All you would need is to basically lift up the wing portion, and then you can basically screw it in, and it's very easy and very seamless to install that. Once you have that on, then the last step is to basically just take the actual base here, and you're going to line it up with the base of the monitor itself. You're just going to angle it slightly, and then you're going to hear a nice click, and then with that click, it's perfectly installed, and you can grab the base and lift it up. Alright, now that I have the LG UltraGear on my desk, we can see the back side of this monitor. I want to show off the sphere lighting 2.0 over here. So once I plug it in, you're going to hear a slight little beep, and you know that the monitor is turning on, and then we're going to see that beautiful RGB lighting in the back, and I think it looks absolutely fire. What do you guys think of the sphere lighting? I think it looks really cool, and the great thing about this is that it has a really good tilt, height, and pivots. The base itself kind of sits up really high, and that allows you to basically pivot the whole screen, so that way you can have it in so many different orientations, and I think it has really good amounts of customization options, which I do like a lot. And then finally, there is some plastic paper on the sides of the monitor, so I'm going to go ahead and peel that off. And once everything is peeled off, we're now ready to mount it on my monitor arm, which I prefer. Alright, so removing the OEM base is very simple. We just click on a button and we just angle it out. And then to install the VESA mounts 100 by 100, we gotta first remove those 4 screws. And with those screws out, we can take our VESA mount adapter, make sure you locate the top. You're gonna line it up, and then you're gonna apply the same 4 screws, but I prefer using thumb screws, so I'm gonna use those instead. And once I tighten them out, it's pretty much ready to be mounted on my monitor arm. But before I do that, I wanna first show you guys the sphere lighting again, because I just think it looks absolutely fire and super cool. So alright, so let's go ahead and set this up on my monitor arm. The one that I'm using here is the AVLT monitor arm, 13-inch through 43-inch, which supports monitor all the way up to 33 pounds. And I love this monitor arm a lot because it does come in white, and it comes with 2 extra USB slots, making this monitor arm one of my favorites, which I'll link down below. Alright, now that I have it completely set up, I'm going to show you my Mac Studio first, which is connected via DisplayPort. By default, it automatically detected the highest refresh rate of 144Hz with HDR turned on. Now, me personally, I prefer shutting off HDR on my Mac, as I find HDR not looking that great on Mac OS. The resolution of 3840 by 2160 is absolutely stunning, with a pixel per inch of 163. This makes text look very sharp and detailed. Everything is controlled on the bottom of this monitor with a directional joystick. It has many customization options, from FPS counters to crosshairs. You can tweak it however you'd like. While I prefer ultra-wide monitors, I have to say the quality of this 27-inch UltraGear monitor makes using this a great experience. The high PPI really helps. I find using two windows side by side is perfect with everything being easily readable and detailed. Since this is a gaming monitor first, I'm going to switch the input to HDMI, which is connected to my gaming PC. I would have wished they had a remote so I can easily switch inputs. By default, it automatically detected 4K and the highest refresh rate of 144Hz via HDMI 2.1. I didn't realize the overclocking feature is only available with DisplayPort, so in order to enable the 160Hz overclock, make sure you're using DisplayPort. For now, let's dive into a fast-paced Modern Warfare match at shipment with my 3080 Ti. I'm running Modern Warfare at the highest setting at a 16:9 aspect ratio, and it looks absolutely fire. The response time is fast, the 4K Nano IPS technology enhances the environment, and you feel a great sense of immersion. On the top left, I enabled the FPS counter so you can see it's reading 144. For gaming, this monitor performs very well. Now it's time to power on my PS5 and see if it supports 4K at 120Hz. As with any new display, the PS5 will have you adjust the HDR settings. Now that it's set up, taking a look at the settings, we can see that the PS5 will support variable refresh rates up to 120Hz with 4K resolution thanks to this LG GP950-B having HDMI 2.1. On the top left, the FPS counter shows 120 frames, which is great for next generation consoles. The HDR brightens up the map very well, and I just love how this monitor fully supports the latest consoles. Unfortunately, since this doesn't have built-in speakers, your only audio output is using headphones for audio, which you're going to want to use anyways for the ultimate experience. The response time is great and will definitely give you an advantage. For me, the most important part of a monitor is how well it boosts my productivity. One of the apps I use the most is Final Cut Pro, and creating content with this on a 4K display is a great experience. You definitely get a really good amount of real estate with this one. I also love the high pixel per inch count of 163. This really makes using this display perfect for those that are accustomed to high PPIs. I recommend using DisplayPort on the Mac Studio to get the smoothest refresh rates. I have a very large desk and a lot of space, so having just one 27-inch monitor can seem very small. Having another 27-inch GP950-B side by side might look even better for more productivity if you like having two different apps open for max real estate. For me though, I prefer ultra-wide monitors for that seamless look. In conclusion, this 27-inch UltraGear offers a great gaming experience and surprisingly handles computer tasks very well. If you're looking for an all-in-one monitor to connect your Mac or PC for work and having the ability to connect your PS5 or Series X for 4K gaming, then this GP950-B won't disappoint. What do you guys think of this LG 27-inch monitor? If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and as always, thanks so much for watching, guys.